Well, you know, I almost don't coach the plant very much, and that's probably for all the guys you talk to. They probably give you great cues on cue. I think the plant is a skill, and what I mean by that is it's not natural to run full speed and put your hands over your head and keep running. So you got to learn how to do that. And then it's not natural to run full speed, put your hands over your head, and keep your feet recovering high with high knees and high heel recovery. So you've got to figure out how to learn that skill. So you got to do some activities to do that for you. When you get into the plant, here's what I look for. As the athlete comes into the second to last step, a right foot vaulter, it might be your right foot striking the ground. I'd like to have the pole somewhere up here. Okay? I don't care how it gets there as much as everybody else. But I think that, you know, if they've got some kind of skill that they have, a flexibility problem, something, you know, maybe we got to coach that out of them. But when they land on that right foot, it's here. When they go on their takeoff foot, both arms are fully extended. And before there's a flexion in the pole, or the pole starts to bend, that lead leg needs to be in front of the takeoff foot. So that's what I look like in the plant takeoff. How it gets there, you know, everybody's got their idea. And I got my idea too, but I try to keep the skill as run as fast as you can with your hands over your head. Run as fast as you can with your hands over your head with high heel recovery and not lose speed through that takeoff position. So that's what we do at play. Call it whatever you want. When the athlete comes running through the takeoff, he has to be active enough through takeoff that that leg's already activated and you're not landing and then you have a little flexion in the knee. Because then they're not rising, they're kind of going flat through the takeoff. I almost like to think of it, if I could run off the right foot to the left, and that left foot straightens out when it's active, and then it kind of catapults you up, your hips up over the foot, to get your hips really moving fast over the takeoff spot. That's kind of what we like to do, and then it moves your hips here and your shoulders above it. Those 2 points go that way really fast. And the mechanism that gets the correct takeoff angle in that position after you ran over a straight leg or an active leg, this some call it a straight leg, an active leg. After you ran over that active leg, the better and faster you recover the right foot if you're a right-handed vaulter up through the hamstring. It's like the steering mechanism. The heel recovery takes off and gets you up over that takeoff foot. And then all of a sudden, you're kind of attacking the pole at your optimum position for your body.
Is that we have to do a better job of preparing to jump off the ground and take off. What we call, a lot of people say penalty, what we call trick step. I think a lot of people think we have to sink the jump, and I think we need to think about more being taller on the last left, up, instead of going down and up. I think those are things I've learned through the years and been fortunate to learn. Most important. But the problem with those three things is that it's the most boring. Three things. No one wants to do that. I understand you want to jump all the time. But I know that if those three things aren't there, it's very difficult to jump high and well.